Is gang, and this is the Like It or Not podcast, man, the Lion podcast, man, where we talk about current events and give our 2 cents. Now, I'm waiting on my co-host Cadillac Daddy Trey D because we got some real controversial topics, and it's just been a weird week. Now, as you can see, look at the title. We tried to stray away from talking about celebrities because this is not a celebrity gossip podcast or anything like that. It just so happens, celebrities have been, wilding out, and that's the easiest thing to convey our positive message through by using the celebrities, as sacrificial lambs. But we are way more talented than that, and we have some journalistic, talents that could contribute to you guys' life and learning lessons day by day in each and every way, doing a little bit different, man, because that gets tiring. I know it's the easiest thing to do because people are celebrity obsessed. If you do want to hear about the celebrity junk, I mean, it would be real easy to go and look at our past pods. But this one, we will be talking about the pastor out of New York who stopped gunmen in his church, the WNBA player who turned OnlyFans player, Charleston White trying to be, Kevin Samuels, the Cartel apologizing, the 31-year-old lady, Andrea, getting pregnant by a 13-year-old, the passport bro who got stranded in the DR, these weird kids in some university in Massachusetts just going crazy, as well as TikTok changing their policies to actually do something to protect the kids. Right all the time, man.
Sure.
So I got how I got them in order, man. But the first one I do want to start out with. So I'm gonna explain this to the people. I don't know if you saw the video, but the pastor, a pastor, who was an ex-police officer. He was a former cop. He saw, I believe it was 3 or 4 gunmen enter his church. He said he thought they looked sketchy, and he stopped he didn't stop. He altered his usual sermon to pray for each and every one of these gunmen, and eventually he he persuaded them into getting saved. Now, all of this is good, but then it ended in a way that very much so disappointed me. He called the police on these young men, and ultimately they end up going to jail.
That's thinking like a cop. You said he was an ex cop. What you expect? What you expect?
It's messed up because if they actually felt some kind of condemnation, if they actually felt a real change in their heart and they felt guilty, they felt empathy, they should have been able to be released, bro. Like, why would you? They're already in
Not
a
only
messed
that,
up.
not only that, they probably had a change of heart going into the church. Already, they
Yeah,
probably came back like, man, this is wrong.
yeah.
They probably already, you know what I'm saying? 9 times 10, they would have been like, this is wrong. Because if they wanted to rob it, they would have just came out and just guns ablaze.
Yeah.
If they really wanted to, if they was
No,
really about that.
that's
So
the same thing I said, man.
so I so that pastor, he get a thumbs down for that. He get a thumbs down for that because he could have really just already changed their lives for the better just by praying with them, and they had a change of heart obviously because they didn't show no they didn't show Paul, they didn't show no blick or nothing.
He he kept claiming, that he was a cop and he still had this
Exactly. He was thinking
intuition.
like a cop. He was thinking like a cop, not thinking like a pastor. Not thinking about somebody uplifting his community. He was thinking like But shout out to those young men for didn't actually go through with the plan. So that looks better on y'all when y'all doing your little cases or whatnot, going to trial.
That's true. I think that does look good on them. But like you said, if they truly intended, if they were truly really trying to do that, bro, it would have happened, and they wouldn't have been able to be convinced otherwise. Now, maybe a couple of them got spooked because they thought, he had some kind of psychic abilities, or the Lord was talking to them, or
They,
talking to him, or
like I said, they had a change of heart when they walked in the building. They looked around like, there's
like, damn,
apparently
this is at church for real.
they got Bibles. You got these old people praying. Like, we can't be doing this. Like,
Yeah.
let's after service, we're gonna rob the dope man. We're gonna rob the dope man. That's what they probably. Matter of fact, they intention was probably just having polls just to make sure they planned up tonight to come up top. They probably wasn't planning on robbing no church.
But you know what it is, man. I'm That's probably not the case, but it was probably one of them that, in his sins he confessed that they were actually coming in there to rob the church, because it could have been a coincidence. They all came in hoodies, they all came and they had, pulled up, but at the end of the day they could have just been all from dangerous neighborhoods or all in a gang, and they really did want some kind of prayer to, for this, for their wickedness that they were going to commit a little earlier. I mean, a little later. Just like in Rocky, it's a Rocky marathon on, man. I've never seen Rocky before. He went
What?
to church and he was like, "Pastor, can you pray for me, like that? Even if I get beat, I don't get beat that bad." I was like, "What? I don't know if God. I don't know about that, bro." But
It's no different. It's no different than Roman soldiers before they went to battle having a prayer before they go to
right.
battle. It's no different.
It's more like, I don't know if you're familiar with Santa Muerte. It's a Mexican religion. Well, they pray to what they call the Saint of Death, or the Lady of Death, before they do crimes. And sometimes she protects them, sometimes they don't. That's why they call it a cartel religion, when it's really not. Everybody from every walk of life. But yeah, people have told me that from different walks of life, they would pray that they wouldn't get killed if they were going to go on a mission or do something crazy. But like you said, man, I think he failed the community by doing this. And everybody, if you are an ex police officer or an ex judge or whatever, an officer of the law in any form, and you're truly trying to help the community, you can't keep thinking like a cop. You can't keep thinking like a judge or a lawyer or a prosecutor or a DA. You have to have a rebirth in the mind as well as the heart, bro. Like, and coming from that, to be a police officer or to be an officer of the law in any form, at some point you have to think like a criminal. But thinking like a criminal is not just enough. You also have to feel what that criminal feels.
Yeah.
The
So like
the
I
fact
said,
that you sent these people to jail because you're still a police officer in your mind and your heart is not good enough for you to lead the congregation, or to aid and assist this community. Because what if it was somebody in that church who knew these young men, or who was related to these young men? You think they want to mess with you now that you sent their family member to prison when they were just trying to make some money to feed their
and
kids or whatever?
and not only that, you know how many grandmas and stuff be telling they dope dealing, gang banging grandsons to go to church. It was probably one of those situations. And
Yeah,
like, hey boy, I want to see you in church today. You know what I'm saying? Better grandma said probably told him he wanted to send him to church. So he put, hey, like homeboy, come with me to church. You know what I'm saying? He got his homeboys to go with him to church. It could have been something like that. And when you go to church and you live in that type of lifestyle, you gotta have pole. You gotta
yeah.
have pole going to church. If you live in
So
that lifestyle, you gotta have pole getting something to eat. And people don't understand that. Yeah, you better you at the little submarine shop. You know what I'm saying? You gotta. All right, let me get that. Let me get that gyro. Let me get that gyro burger, them onion rings with the mild sauce. I want another order of French fries with the mild sauce. Lord's Farm drink. You know what I'm saying? Let me get that big boy farm drink right there. I've been trapping all day. I'm really thirsty. You got a hard pole getting out, getting your food. You don't know who out there. When you living out a lifestyle, you don't know who's out there to get you.
Yeah, man, I am sending positive energy to those young
By the
men. Hopefully, they didn't lose their way again if they were intending on robbing that church, because that could have not that for number one messed up their whole lives when their lives are already apparently messed up. Whether they were trying to do that or whether it wasn't, they already were in a messed up situation, and just going to that church and trying to be saved actually exacerbated the problem. So free them, and I hope they have great opportunities and with whatever the situation may be when they get out. So this next topic, man. WNBA player Elizabeth Cambridge, who is standing 6'8", has went from the WNBA to OnlyFans. Now, the first thing I want to say is when I found out about OnlyFans, I mean, the name is pretty obvious. You have to have some kind of following, you have to have an audience, you have to have a fan base to be successful on OnlyFans. You can't just be a regular person with 1,000 followers on Instagram and think you're going to be successful with no marketing strategy, no nothing. That's not how OnlyFans works. My first thought was, did she train all those years just to make it to the NBA, just to make an OnlyFans? Did she use the NBA to build her audience, to get attention for this OnlyFans? Did she always want to be a porn star her whole life, but just didn't know how to go about it?
the crazy thing is, what people misconstrue about the OnlyFans too, they always think about naked pictures.
Right.
She could be up there just, hey, this is literally for my OnlyFans. Here's, pictures of me going places and stuff like that. Here's pictures. You never seen me living this type of lifestyle before. You know what I'm saying? It's actually there for OnlyFans was literally meant for celebrities to keep in contact with their fans when they not in they like movies or whatever. It's not just porn on these OnlyFans.
I'm glad you made that point because my other point was yes, that was she took provocative picture for OnlyFans, right? But at the end of the day, the WNBA didn't say anything, didn't suspend her, anything like
Right.
that. So I'm rethinking the fact that she might be on there sucking whatever and dropping it like as hot as they said back in the 90s or whatever, 2009. But
I
at
don't
the
think
end of
that's the
the
case.
it
I
might
don't think
be.
that's the case. I think she did it because people gonna be like, "Ooh, I'm about to subscribe to OnlyFans." This is, this I got a thing for. It's
Yeah.
just, it's like that clickbait. It's like, oh, I got you subscribed now. Hey, hey y'all. She's like this. Hey y'all, every day. You see me cooking? You see me doing this? Oh, you thought I was gonna get naked? Nah.
She might be lifestyle blogging, like you said. That's something that I heard was a dying trend. But at the end of the day, because the WNBA has not said anything about it, she hasn't got suspended from any games, like I said. But at the end of the day, man, like you said a little bit earlier, I don't know if you're gonna bring that up. She's gonna end up making more money from OnlyFans than her actual WNBA career, which is, it is what it is. What's her name? The Brittany Griner chick. She just took like a 30% pay cut or 30,000, something with a 30 in it, because she got arrested. Imagine if she. I mean, I don't know how successful she would be on OnlyFans trying to sell her sexuality or what have you. I don't know. She might fuck around and be a millionaire. I don't know, but
Hold on, don't. Hey, hold on. Sorry, I had to get something to drink. But
it
yeah,
is.
she could have literally. She can get a bag on OnlyFans too. People see. Some of these guys love them stud looks, and plus these lesbian women got that money.
She
Don't sleep
cut
on.
off her titties, bro.
Hey, still, like I said, them lesbian women got that money.
Hey,
They got more money than me. They
shout
got
out
more
to
money than me.
everybody. But the only thing about that is she has to be. The thing about it is, and I just want to give a little bit of game for the ladies. If you're going to do an OnlyFans, right? I wouldn't clickbait or try to draw people in with sexuality if that's not what you're actually going to be doing. Because if somebody actually has a real lust for you and they pay that little $5 or $10, $50, and then they come on your OnlyFans to, because I never been on OnlyFans, so I don't know if you get a little preview and you could shoot and you could just see what's going to happen before you actually pay your money. But if they actually feel like that and they're just ready to pour a whole gallon of nut all in a sock for you, and as you cooking and you playing with your kids and showing them how to do the perfect jump shot, you might lose a fan, not just the only fan, you might lose a fan overall because they felt like they got tricked once again. Like you're gonna trigger these people like, damn, I've been going through this all my life and my favorite WNBA player. You know what I'm saying? So because that's what it looks like. You know, she wasn't on there with an apron with a pot in one hand and a metal spoon and a wooden spoon in the other hand or with a basketball. She was over there showing ass in the picture. So that's just my advice. I mean, if you feel like your content is that fire where you could change somebody's mind from masturbating, to actually being entertained in a different way, then go ahead. But I wouldn't recommend it. I don't believe that many people have content that's that fire to turn somebody's lust from disgust and mistrust to actually wanting to keep on watching this content. No matter if you're playing video games or cooking or whatever it may be. I just don't think it's a
Shoot,
good look or a good idea.
shoot, you do, dude. You just don't know because you don't be on Discord or anything like that. So I'm about to bring you in because people would actually this literally this one streamer on Discord. He got one person literally paying his salary so this person can continue to watch him play video games.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
a dude.
it's a dude paying another dude.
That's
Uh, and just
that's a
because he
little
like
too.
not just because he keeps him entertained. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They went on literally because like I'm into the little video game shit, so I
Hmm.
follow some of these streamers. They go on double dates with their little wives and shit.
That's a little much, man.
Hey, shit, shoot, it's a little much, but hey, he got a bag. He got a bag from the dude.
Hey, it is what it is. Now, I don't know if you got a chance to watch it, bro. But Charleston White, my top three least liked people in my life, bro. I haven't had so much dislike and disgust for this person. I'm not gonna talk about necessarily the negative things that he said against the Asian community, which whatever that. But he's trying to get in his Kevin
Hey,
Samuels bag. He's trying to give red pill relationship advice to people.
he
And
should, they can't even get his own life together. Sorry.
like, bro, like, whatever the case may be, this man was talking about why black men choose other races over black women. And I'm thinking, bro, didn't you admit that you used to grape people? Didn't you say you used to do all of I'm not saying that there's no redemption for everybody, but bro, you can't come on here and talk about people's moms and saying F the dead and then trying to the people advice, bro. We already don't trust you. Whether you're saying something accurate or not, you literally took those same talking points from Kevin Samuels. Was Kevin Samuels the first person to say something? But at the end of the day, why are you coming on here acting like you really want to help grown people when you just tried to help destroy their community and disturb our peace?
No, yeah. I don't want to. Yeah, he a clown to me. I'm fuck with him. When he first came out, I was kind of into him. Then I'm like, nah, you get into it into too much shit with everybody. You just came on the scene. You want to be with everybody.
Yeah.
You just want to stay relevant. You just want to stay relevant on Vlad or something. On
And then this nigga kept talking about all the different type of races and how they have sex. Bro, I doubt that you had sex with all these people. Like you said, he's been in prison and jail his whole childhood, and this
hey,
nigga's
that's how you get the sex, man. That's how he got the. That's how he get the sex. He getting a
that's
good
how he
break.
got it.
He get the Asian man. He get the white man. He just call them girls because they got long hair and stuff. He just call them girls, but they really man. When I guess they really
You
man.
got that man, but that nigga's weird, bro.
Oh
Come
yeah,
on here,
he
giving
was
relationship advice with Charleston. Come on now, stick like a man. No, look like a man, treat her like a woman. Ass nigga, come on, bro.
shoot.
So this next topic, man. This next topic, we got So let me start from the beginning. Four people from South Carolina, four black people, traveled to Mexico, a place in Mexico that's not known for its tourism, mind you. They all four got kidnapped. Two of them got killed, and they claim they went down there to get surgeries, tummy tucks, medicine, all kind of stuff. Right. Later, we find out that they all have done lengthy bids. I don't know what lengthy is. One of the survivors actually
About
did
4 or 5 years.
right.
Anything,
One of them did
anything over 2 years. That's what they call lengthy.
lengthy. Oh, all right.
Anything over 2 years is lengthy. So I don't, I don't really fuck with that. If it don't have an actual number, I don't want to mess with it.
Okay, fair enough. They all did lengthy stints for drug activity and interaction with drugs. So one of them actually had a drug uh, smuggling.
Oh yeah, yeah. It was pretty much saying we didn't mean to kill these Americans. We didn't have nothing to do with it. These 10 individuals brought upon themselves to do it. That's what it sounded like. It sounded like cartels members went rogue.
Identity, number one.
No,
And number two,
I don't think it's mistaken identity. I literally think four people on vacation having a good time. You know, the little cartel members saw them and thought it was easy target, not knowing they was Americans. They look probably out, like they not from here, but they probably wasn't thinking they was Americans. It's like, hey, we just gonna chop these people up.
but not necessarily off of what you and I'm gonna mix the two. Now, if it's let's say they went down there to handle some business, like you said, they went rogue, they took everything in their own hands, or maybe everything didn't go as clean as planned or what have you. Now, I do want to say salute to that cartel who did that because number one, these are black people and they're trying to keep the heat off of them. A lot of us know about the lawlessness of certain Mexico states, and they just wanted to keep the heat off them. They didn't want to. They didn't want to bring any attention, negative attention to them. And the fact that they were willing to turn them in speaks volumes about the character of the leaders in general in that cartel, because a lot of them wouldn't have did. A lot of them would have said, hell, fuck it. It was just some niggas. They got traumatized and two of them got killed and their family's going to remember this. They let them go and they turned it in a couple people. Now, if it, even some American gangs wouldn't even do that. Like a lot of people, like, again, I don't want to keep bringing up this dude's name. Charleston White said they got people out here killing babies on accident and the gangs don't do shit. Now, I don't know about the Crips and the Bloods. I'm not a Crip in the Blood or a Blood, but I know in Chicago, if a gang member were to accidentally shoot a child on accident, they would either make you turn yourself in or they would kill that person. They don't just let you just rock and go back on the block the next day. So the fact that not everybody does that, not everybody in Chicago does that, but for the majority of the authentic peoples and folks, that's how they get down. Like I said, it might be some stand-up Crip and Bloods out there who do that, or other Mexican gangs. I don't know how they rock. That's not my side. But the fact that they actually showed character by turning in their own people, because they could have kept the heat off them and said, I don't know. But a salute to them, man. Salute to them.
Like I said, sure, it's a good thing they did. They, just do their diligence. Just doing their job and trying to keep the peace and help their families get their little get back.
Yeah, that's cool. That leads me to another point. All these people went to prison at some point. It doesn't matter how long. Went to prison, got caught for it, which means they weren't good. They weren't doing their job, because a lot of people seem to think that just because you sell drugs, a large amount of drugs, eventually you're gonna get caught up or killed. That's not the case. It's a large number, but it's not 100% that you're gonna go to jail or get harmed in any way. Now, the
I
fact
just
that
I
you
just don't like that.
did and you did it again in a different country yourself,
See.
stupid.
We already assuming just because of these people's past and they, transgressions in the past, that's what they really went down there for. They could have literally just went down there for vacation. We don't know. We just
Bro, I'm telling you, the reason I don't think that is because that's not a vacation spot. They didn't go Poco. They went to that little weird pocket right across the border by Brownsville, Texas, which is the most southern city in Texas. That's not a vacation spot, bro. That's like
like
somebody going
like
to.
like hold on. Did you read? They
Did I
they,
read it?
hold on, yeah. They went down there, then they drove. They drove. They was probably just outside seeing. They was outside seeing, probably bar hopping and doing other shit. You know what I'm saying? It was on vacation, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
They had a hotel way farther than where they was actually located and killed that, bro.
Mm.
So like I said, they probably wasn't. They was just probably just trying to get the whole little feel of that whole area.
Yeah, that makes sense. They did initially say it was for what do they call it? Pharmaceutical tourism. They were saying they went down there to get surgeries initially. I think it was two of them went, and then the other two just went to tag along with their friends.
Yeah,
That's their story.
yeah. The old girl probably wanted to get a BBL or some whatever females get into, whatever they go down there for. And, she got a boyfriend with her and two of his homeboys. That's what it sounds like. Her boyfriend and the two homeboys, they always ride together.
Well, I'm glad you're giving them the benefit of the doubt, because they are black and two of them did lose their lives. But as far as my investigatives, yeah, I don't want to put anything on anybody. I'm just telling you what I think, because what's there, you know. Possibly
That's what
they
the
did
media
what they
wants to
did in their
believe, man.
past.
That, like,
It could have been they could have got
because I,
caught up
I,
when they were
I,
teenagers.
I'm just saying, if they was white, you probably wouldn't hear nothing about they criminal past.
You wouldn't have heard no.
Exactly.
They wouldn't have put that out like that.
Exactly. That's why I'm like, man. I'm like, even if you did and you got this color skin, they always put you in a negative light. Fuck that shit. I ain't even with that. I ain't even with that bullshit. You know, like shit.
Speaking of traveling, man, we got this dude, and again, this embarrassing. And I read the comments because I read the comments and everything makes sense. No, passport, bro. All right, I'm gonna just keep it organized. Passport, bro. I don't even remember his name. Got stranded in the Dominican Republic.
He's not really a passport, bro. Don't say that.
He's not a passport, bro. He's a nigga that has a passport and he went to the DR. That's it. A nigga with a passport.
He's not a
Cause
passport, bro.
you don't think like a passport, bro. Like you gotta be smarter than that, bro.
You only took what he only took $700 with you. What did
He
you
only
think?
took $700 and this nigga flew Spirit round trip.
You
Nigga, you don't fly Spirit out of the country, you dumbass nigga.
like
At least you could have took United or something.
because yeah, when United, you could have got on the next flight, no
Yeah.
problem. You missed your flight, you could have
A
got on
whole
the next
different
flight,
day.
no problem.
Yeah, slept in the airport and all. Come on, man. $700, bro. When I was coming out here from Illinois, I didn't even bring less than a band, bro. And that's in the same country, bro. And I
Like,
only flew Spirit one way, cause I didn't know. But nigga, coming to California, I wouldn't recommend you bring less than $800. That's dumb. For 3 days, that nigga was there for like a week.
he got
Like,
lucky. You know,
bro,
like man, like man.
and he didn't even know Spanish like that, so he's definitely not a passport, bro.
You just going out the country not speaking the language. You don't have no translator with you. Boy, you lucky
You
they do
know,
it to you. You lucky
this nigga had an iPhone 4.5 and shit, so he couldn't even get the translator app. Like, bro,
you lucky you didn't get robbed. You lucky they ain't just you lucky they ain't just take your $600 out your hands so you touch down. Yoink, it's mine.
bro, I'm glad you say that, bro, because he is lucky he didn't get robbed. Because if they would have saw that he only had 79 cents in his pocket, they would have got mad and popped his ass, bro. Like,
Like
nigga,
you only got
you
this,
came out
you
here.
American. You know, like you only got this, you American. You was supposed to have 3 bands. Like you was
You was
supposed to
gonna
have
come
three
out here and
bands.
buy some pussy. I know, bro. And I got this ankle monitor on. What's up, Bill?
I ain't done.
Came out here with this bullshit trying to, bro. And then I went on his YouTube. This nigga had like 300 followers. He was talking to those women like straight. Like, bro, you came out there to purchase some vagina. Do you see how you are talking to these women, bro? All acting all thirsty and just saying some old not play at all, bro. Not smooth, not suave, not nothing, bro.
Damn.
Just being reckless, bro. And this
Nigga,
nigga was a creep, bro. This nigga had on those recorder glasses, bro. The glasses with the camera on it.
man,
Bro, he was just loose. He was just loose. He flew out of the country.
he look like a straight lane for real.
I could see if he went to Canada or Mexico, at least you could have walked back or took a Greyhound.
Right.
This nigga would have crossed the seas.
You would have walked.
This
You would have
nigga
walked across the little border, showed your little American ID. Go.
and been on your way, bro. You went to a country where the majority is black people. That's attached to another country where the majority is black people. If you say, "Hey, I'm American, I need to go home," they're not gonna believe you, nigga, because you look like everybody else on the fucking island, stupid ass.
you,
At least have a plan, nigga.
you look like homeboy down the street.
You look like, bro. You look like Eduardo, bro. What the fuck? Like, no, I'm for real. I'm American. I know. Yeah, Eduardo, back to the line, buddy. Like, nah, bro. They were not going, bro. Stupid ass. This nigga took $700, and I went to Spirit, and I missed my flight,
Like
and I had to buy another ticket. Yeah, nigga. That's why people don't like Spirit.
I got
And you got to pay $35 a bag.
you gotta pay. I gotta pay another $100. Can somebody cash at me 100? Like,
$100.
like, damn, you so broke, you gotta ask your fans for 100. You gotta ask.
Damn,
You
bro.
gotta ask a random stranger for 100.
Like, nigga, I know he was fucked up. He didn't have a life insurance policy, 401k. He could have cashed out real quick, transferred that shit to his PayPal. Nothing.
You couldn't have
You got no
mom get you 100.
benefits.
You can't get your mom to get you 100.
You
A
couldn't call his
relative.
boss and tell you to get you an advance. Nothing. This nigga, bro, what's up with these people, man? Like, bro, a relative, and you're stranded in a whole different country. They really don't fuck with you, bro. I wouldn't even put that out there. I want to put that. I would have been like, I got arrested. I got a little bit too drunk, couldn't handle my liquor. They took me in for 72 hours.
I can.
Like, nigga.
I just have to stay there to the airport until I come up with 100. You better pull out a harmonica or something. Pull out.
Do them fucking get one of them buckets and start beating on that shit like downtown Chicago. The fuck? Get that drum line on, boy. This nigga's. I'm stranded. And then he tried to make himself seem like the victim. Nigga, you spent all your money on some females. On 2 females. See.
You could have stayed home for that. You could have stayed at home.
Yeah, he could have, for real, bro. Them bitches look like they stayed on 39th and Wentworth, bro. What the fuck is wrong with you, man? That's the thing. Why you gonna be? You went out the country to spend money on females that look like that here? You could have at least went to Colombia or something. You could have went to like France, not France. Don't go to France with $700. You could have went. It's really nowhere close.
He could have went to France with $700 and came back with 700 more.
Hell no.
I don't know about
you. Went to.
I don't know about you. If I'm in a whole white dynamic and it's only 1% black population, shit, I'm coming out. I'm coming out hitting the judge, bro. Like you never seen black dick like this before. You never seen black dick like
bro,
this before.
He could have literally went to the Harlem, bro. He could have went to Harlem. Like, bro, if you really don't have money like that, just don't go out the country, bro. That's ridiculous.
You could have went down the street for that. You could have went down
for
the street
real, bro. For cheaper, $40. $40.
Not even 20.
23 compliments and a half a cheeseburger. No pickles. Nah, next, man. What else we got? Oh, these motherfucking crazy people. So I can't remember exactly what college this was. I know it was in Massachusetts. It's some TikTok trend, man, and yeah, I'm glad I was born in the 90s, man. Thank God. These niggas are going around filling up gallons of water. I mean, not gallons, water jugs. Gallon water jugs. And they're pouring half water. I would have to say probably a fifth of vodka and Gatorade in a bottle. They're calling it blackout rage gallons, or BORGs for short. And overdosing on alcohol because they're drinking it by themselves. They're not sharing drinks. They're not passing them around like it's lame.
Hold on. What kind of weak stomachs they got when it's already watered down?
I don't fucking know, bro.
What kind of alcohol y'all got in there? The only alcohol I can see they got in there that making them white, that is the Everclear. Because you can't water that shit down regardless.
You can't do that with Everclear. I was thinking that, but that's not vodka though. That's something different.
That's what I'm saying. That's the only thing that can make them do that. It's the Everclear.
Dude said it was mostly vodka, and I'm like, bro, so you pour. I don't know. I'm not that good with fluid ounces and measurements in that way. But you filled it up half, so that's already half a gallon. And then you poured a fifth of vodka in there. And then you poured, I want to say, the biggest Gatorades, the personal big Gatorades. I don't know, but that's not even most.
So you got watered down electric lights in how the fuck are y'all passing out on that? Y'all taking pills too?
I was
That gotta
thinking
be
that, bro. They got to be off the Zans and the perks and all of that, but
they gotta be off the Molly too, cause they
nah,
I
Molly won't do that.
I don't know what Molly.
Molly, maybe because with Molly, it's hot. Like you got to drink more when you take Molly, and it makes you want to drink more, and that should make you dehydrated. So that makes a lot of sense.
See, I'm just saying it gotta be that, cause
Molly,
there ain't no alcohol with the water, but they saying doing that to them.
yeah, but I do want to say I'm not encouraging anybody to do drugs or anything like that. But if that's what you want to do, you just have to be scientific about it. You have to know exactly. First of all, you got to wake up and eat. That's number one. Then, if you're going to combine pills with alcohol, do the pills first. Wait for 30 minutes. Wait till you start to feel something, and then drink slowly. Drink water every time you take
Limit your
maybe 2 or 3 drinks. Drink some water.
and
But
limit the
don't
amount
mix
of
it
drinking.
because it's not gonna do shit. That's like
And
pissing
limit
in the
yourself
water
on the
and drinking
drinking
it.
on the alcohol. When you do drugs and alcohol, limit yourself on the drinking though, for real.
Limited, bro. That should be like for the
Because
middle.
the drinking only enhances the drug. It only enhances. So the more you drink, the more levels of that drug is gonna get higher in your body because it's thinning out your blood.
I will say that, and then I'm gonna say this. If you do anything, let's say you do cocaine, right? Not saying that I've done coke, but if you take a drug and then you drink on top of it, it's gonna either bring you down like shrooms. I know that if you take shrooms and you start drinking, it's gonna kill your trip. It's gonna make you sober up off the shrooms and feel drunker. So if you truly want the effect of that drug, then don't drink at all because it's just gonna sober you down off that drug. It's gonna feel like it, but it's not. It's still gonna have the same effect on your body, if not worse. You're just gonna feel drunk, is what I'm trying to say. If you take a whole bunch of Zans, or just a couple, not a whole bunch. If you take a couple of Zans and you start drinking, you're not gonna feel. You feel weird at first, but then eventually through the night, you're just gonna feel drunk. So you just wasted your damn money, bro. If you take shrooms and then you start drinking too much, you're not gonna be tripping off the shrooms as hard. You're just gonna feel drunk. If you smoke weed and then you start drinking, you're just gonna feel drunk. So if you want to drink, drink by yourself. That's really alcohol is dangerous already, especially if you don't know how to fucking drink. But
So,
that's the advice. I'm not encouraging anybody to do either one, but choose one because alcohol is not meant to be mixed with really anything.
I only been drunk. I don't smoke or nothing. So
Yeah, it's certain things that are stronger than alcohol. I'm not gonna get into that because I don't want to give anybody any stupid ass ideas. But just don't drink and don't mix alcohol with anything. That's all I gotta say. But we got I kind of don't want to talk about this because the energy's high. But we got this weird lady, bro. Her name I forgot is Andrea something. She got caught up by getting pregnant by a 13-year-old. Now it's a place I think it's called Fountain, Colorado. She's a teacher, and apparently, I don't know if it was her actual student, but it doesn't matter because they more than likely went to the same school. He could no longer stay with his mom at his house, and eventually went to go stay with the teacher. And they start. Now it's in my opinion that this happened more than once. You know, they had relations at least once. She got pregnant, and she's not facing any jail time. They
what?
they got her probation, and she got pregnant, had the baby. It's a baby boy, and she's allowed to keep the baby. She's gonna be on the SO list for those who don't know, the sex offenders list. Yes, that's legal because it's her own child, so she's able to be around her own child. And people are outraged because of the situation. Now, I
She
watched
can't
a
go.
few.
The
Huh?
the 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 thing is with that boy, he's not obligated to pay child support or anything. So y'all can get that out of y'all minds right now. He's not obligated to pay child support because he was raped.
Grapes, man. Grape with a G. Because
Oh,
it's
with a
going to
grape.
mess up the.
Yeah, my bad. He was raped.
All right.
Mm.
So that's true, right? But at the end of the day, people are asking, okay, this is the first thing I try to get cut, baby. You baby should stay with the mother, but I don't trust neither of them bitches with a child. If this went on,
What?
not to say that if somebody's child gets touched that they are unworthy of being a child because you can't control that and everybody is not an apparent um predator or what have you. But if you this wouldn't happen if you had your shit together enough to not place your child in the hands of a rapist. So I don't think that would be the best decision for the child either. So we have to find another alternative.
I would say, I would say the grandma, the teacher's mother. That's the probably the best
I'll have
thing.
to say that too.
I say the teacher's mother because what I'm gathering from what I read, the parents of the boy, they don't want no parts of that child. They don't want no parts. Like the mom and in her side of the family don't want any parts of it. The father and his parents and everything, they don't want nothing to do with that child.
Oh, the boy in the situation, the 13-year-old's parents don't want the baby.
Yeah, that's
She
right.
said she was trying to get him. She said she was trying to get him at when the boy turned 14. From what I read,
I'm saying that's last time when I read. I don't know if it was just the father and his side of the family don't want it or
probably.
whatever. Yeah.
But another thing that people were asking, like, how did she get so low of a time? Now, I watched this guy named the lead attorney. Shout out to the lead attorney. I watched it the day after this whole thing came out. He's a legal. He's a legal. He's an attorney, obviously, but he's a divorce attorney, and he brought a defense lawyer, another defense lawyer, on there to talk about what happened because they looked into the case. They were saying that the lady was claiming that she was drunk at the time of the incident and they had sex in her car. And because she was drunk, just because he was a minor, they could paint him to be the rapist because that's the definition. He knew she was inebriated and he proceeded to penetrate her. So they are both somehow both in the wrong. But at the end of the day, it neutralized itself, that situation, because she was drunk. She was not able to give consent. He was a minor. He was not able to give consent. So that's why she's not doing jail time ultimately. And because it's a brand new baby and they want her to be able to breastfeed because that's something that could affect the baby for the rest of his life and bonding with the mother and things like that. But I think it's all some bullshit, to be honest. What you think about those fucking facts?
I don't know because when I was that boy's age, man, I probably would have done it to my teacher too. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm not
I was
gonna
like,
lie, bro. You wouldn't have to be drunk. All you have to say is
hey,
just
we
give it to
doing
me.
it.
Hey, that's what it
Hey,
is.
I'm shit. I don't need my mom and parents' consent. I'm shit. I already know what it is.
That's
Let
not
me go
even
ahead.
fun.
Let me go ahead and grab these rubbers. Like, what are you grabbing those for? You know how to put the. Damn right. I've been doing this for a
I'm
little
gonna
bit.
figure it out.
I've been doing this for a little
I
bit.
don't know how, but I know you do. Let's do this. I give you full permission. Nah, but a lot of people, I didn't even want to take it there because a lot of people are saying the dude's gonna be traumatized. I don't know his psychology. I don't know him. I don't know what he's been through. I don't know if he's been through this before or anything like that. But I would have to say I'm not gonna be one of those people who are like, man, when I was 13, I'm talking about me. I don't know what that dude had going on in his
Yeah.
mind
That's what I'm
because
saying.
he did claim that he saw her as a mother figure, which is why that she got charged. She could have got charged with a plethora of things, but she got charged with incest, which is still a felony in the state of Colorado in that situation, I believe. But that saved it. So just throwing that in there, I don't know if he actually saw her as a mother or he just has issues and he just calls everybody mom because that's just some people are just like that, you know. They
I
call
don't know.
everybody uncle.
And then you got to think why he was taken from his mom. Was his mom doing it to him too?
Nah,
I
because they
don't
want to
know.
give him back to her.
I
It
don't
could
know.
have been the case and they just never
No, no,
told
no, no, no.
anybody.
I'm just saying. I don't know. I'm just throwing some shit out there.
Yeah, hypothetically, and I do want to support that by saying that could have been the actual case, but they never told on them. They never said anything to anybody. We don't
Yeah,
know
but I'm
why he
saying
got
that.
taken away.
Yeah, it could be one of those situations they couldn't find proof of that, but you know.
Cause that's pretty weird to the point where I mean a 13-year-old boy, I don't know how tall or strong this dude was, but at the end of the day, somebody that you consider a mother figure couldn't you would feel weird about that. About trying to do go anywhere with that. So for you to get in a erection and go ahead and do that, I would have to say that nigga probably didn't see her as much as a mother figure as he thought he did, or maybe he just was already messed up and he did think of her as a mother figure and did it on purpose. Nah, I'm not trying to victim shame or anything like that because it's a horrible situation. I'm just speculating because that's just what I do. But at the end of the day, this is not a grown ass man. This is a little kid. And this nigga was just playing Power Rangers a year and a half ago. So in a in a in from an empathetic level, he is a victim. He got taken advantage of. Like there are some creepies out there, but at the end of the day, they don't know what they didn't know what they were doing, and they weren't 13 years old. You know what I'm saying? He didn't date grape her. That's not what happened. She didn't give consent. Okay, if that's the case, I don't believe that. He might have given consent, but he couldn't. That's impossible. That's
It's
against the
just
law.
that's a messed up situation, but everybody involved for real.
Yeah.
Let's keep it 100.
Cause like this nigga was just obsessed with video games. Now he's a father and all the emotional stuff, and he probably had to get tested. And how many sex partners have you had in the last year? One, my teacher mom. Like the whole shebang, all the interrogation and all of that. Yeah, it's
And,
just fucked.
and she was a fine little teacher, so
Bro, she was nice. She wouldn't have
and
to get man.
so like I said, it's a messed up situation. She could have probably had some real dick coming along at
She
three,
was
4.
decent. 31, no kids, a teacher. She was fine. She blew it. She blew it. She blew
Sure.
it. I'm not even
She
gonna
can
make
blow
that
me
joke.
though.
Damn, man.
You know I was gonna say
Oh,
something. You know I was gonna say something.
nah, man. I gotta see when I clip this. I'm gonna clip that out. Nah, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it. But next, man, we got TikTok trying to act like they actually care about the. Oh shit! Let me put my. I forgot to put my phone on the charger. Actually acting like they actually care about the children out here. It says that the app TikTok is gonna limit. Excuse me. Is gonna limit users who claim to be 18 or older to only 1 hour of use
18
every
or younger.
24 hours.
18 or younger.
No, it's 18 or older.
18 or older.
So adults can only use TikTok by watching TikTok for only 1 hour a day every 24 hours. Is it? I saw when I saw it, it said it was 18 and over because I
Check,
was
check,
thinking, okay,
check it again. I swear it said 18 and younger.
it. I mean, I can't come out my window without the app actually closing. Well, let me see, and if it, I don't think it's gonna stop. Let me check real quick.
Hello?
That's lame. They should do it the other way around.
Yeah.
My screen froze. That's cool. This is the last topic anyway. They're not allowing minors to be on TikTok for more than an hour a day. See, y'all niggas fuck everything up because TikTok was originally for kids. Now there's so many
Exactly.
creepy ass adults on there that these kids can't even have fun and have their little like nigga. It's really supposed to be for kids that's 17 and under. But so many thirsty ass people fucked it up. It You know
Oh
why
yeah.
I read it 18 and over? Because that makes more sense because the app was originally for fucking kids, bro.
Mm-hmm. Now you got now you. It's crazy because you had this. I was on TikTok last night. Somebody shared me they thing of they live on TikTok. This little thirst trapping ass female sitting there showing her little boobs, a little part of her little booty, bitty booty or whatever on the bed talking all sadistly thirst trapping dudes about following her on Instagram and dumb shit. It's like, bitch, ain't nobody trying to follow you. Ain't nobody trying to cash out you, nothing. You see what the comments is? They see what your comments is. Take off your shirt, get naked. Ain't nobody trying to listen to you, lady.
Like, bro,
It's
the thing
it's
about it
one in the
is,
morning. It's 1 in the morning. You over here talking seductively and whatnot. Shit, I'm about to. You born? I ain't on this. I thought you was gonna talk about something. You over there? I think you gonna talk about some healing or something. Something about mental issues or something like that. You over here thirst trapping.
Mm, yeah, that's the thing about it, bro. Like, if they were to have something like, because they pretty much criminalized a lot of websites that pertain to adults actually being adults. And I guess it's easier to keep children off of shit because they don't have IDs. And some of these websites, you need to have IDs and all of that, credit card. But like, we need a YouTube where you can just say whatever. We need like whatever they do on OnlyFans, but free for adults to get popping off of. Because they made fucking YouTube child friendly. You can't curse within the first couple minutes. You can't, if you curse, the algorithm will go down and all that goofy ass shit. Like, bro. So it's really everybody's fault. It's not. I mean, if you see you see something's trending, you see something is popping, and you really want it. Of course, you might look creepy from the beginning, trying to get popping on there as an adult, but then eventually that population is gonna get comfortable because it's those couple people who came on there. I just want to say this: if you're an adult on TikTok now, okay, that's normalized. But the first 20, 100 people who made a TikTok account as an adult trying to get popping on there, all y'all motherfuckers are creepy, bro. Because that was originally
Cringe.
for kids, bro.
That was cringe, and it wasn't even like was telling people. It wasn't even TikTok. It was called Musically.
Oh, when they turned it to TikTok and they made it apparent, even musically, you could definitely see that was for fucking little kids, bro.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. TikTok was Musically. All they did was sell it to Japan developers, and Japan just changed the name from Musically to TikTok.
That's what people. I don't know, man. So I guess it's one of those stalemate situations. It's a standstill where like the kids can't have shit, the adults can't have shit. So it's just like everything has to be PG-13 when it really shouldn't be like that. Like niggas
No,
take control of
we
your
should.
household, and we need some.
Adults should be able to say anything they want. We should have our own thing. We can't even. We don't have. We can't. We need our own app. Just to cut up. We just to cut up. Just to say, bitch, ho, bitch, ho. We need one of those. We really do.
Because the thing about it is, bro, they're condemning actual businesses and people trying to come up when that's what they do. That's how they speak. That's what they do. That's what their audience is looking for. But at the end of the day, it's the parents like not being parents, and now they have to adjust. They have to adjust adult worlds to be PG-13 because niggas don't want to watch their kids or tell them, no, you can't have an electronic device that connects you to the rest of the world because that's not meant for you. That's not for kids. You don't need to be connected to the World Wide Web where anybody could access you in this home or when you're at school and shit. Like, that's dangerous? No. They just say, you know what? I don't want to be held accountable. I don't want to be a parent all the time. I just want to be a parent sometimes. So let's make the world safer where everybody can't get money so my child could be entertained. Man, fuck your fucking kids, bro. You're fucking up the bag for billions of people. Not a million, not a handful, not a stadium.
And
Potentially billions of people, nigga.
I don't even like. I don't even like TikTok because it brings on this new thing of let me exploit my kids for likes and money.
That's
You got
any.
no, you got this literally. I show it to you after we done, but it's literally this white mother and her mixed child. She got three other kids and they white, but she's really exploiting the shit out of her mixed child, doing TikToks with her only mixed child.
That's fucked up. Wait. She has mixed children and children of one race, right?
She has one mixed child and the other ones are fully white. She don't post them. Like she got two TikTok. This mother got two TikTok accounts. She got one with only mixed child. Then she
Oh
got
shit.
one of her own, and it's just the whole family.
Oh shit. Oh shit. That bitch is the devil.
Exactly. She's sporting
Oh
that
my
mixed child like
god, bro.
she act
That's a
like she a
topic.
single mother with this mixed child. She act like she a single mother with this mixed child,
That is
man.
a topic. That bitch needs to be banned, bro. They banned the Groovin' Gorilla and made him change his name on Instagram. But they got this. See, black man. That's where you got to be careful. See, this is really a racist situation. See, a lot of people. I'm gonna touch on this. I'm glad you brought this up. This has nothing to do with it. Well, it does actually now. But see, this is some racist shit. Just because your girl or your man is cool with you being black and they prefer black people or people with brown skin is what they say, that doesn't mean that they're not a fucking full-fledged ass racist. They just might not know they're racist. They might not accept the fact that they're racist, but there's a large possibility they're racist. Oh, well, I grew up with all black people and I got two mixed babies. Bitch, you could still be racist. You could a woman that's non-black having mixed babies does not is not an indication of her not being fucking racist. That's some racist ass shit. If somebody says my children aren't black, they're mixed, that's racist. If their dad was so light skinned to the point where you can't tell that their children are mixed or black, okay, that's different. Because they might not be black. They have black in them, so they are mixed, truly. But if they're black and they look like me, and you're saying that they're mixed, that's racist. But at the end of the day, gentlemen, black people might know everybody, not just the black people, because a black person can have a baby with a white woman and still be that nigga could be racist too. So people in general, be careful with your wombs. Be careful with your sperm, especially if you're having a baby with somebody outside of your race. Because I've met a lot of women and men who have babies with somebody outside of their race, and they are racist against that particular race. That is an act of racism, all kind of words that I can't even say on this platform because little kids are on here. If
Oh,
that's
hold up.
not
Speaking of
right,
this,
we'll just say that.
I'm about to send you.
Yeah, it paused on my end. You about to send me what?
It's all good. It's all good. Yeah, like I said, I just sent you some. Speaking
All right.
about race.
Well, shit, we could end it right here, man, because I got heated. I'm gonna have to make that a whole different video, man. But
Yeah,
just to
got
give
you.
everybody the rundown, man, we got the pastor still snitch, sent 3 or more black people to jail because he converted them when they were possibly trying to rob, his church during service while it was live streaming. That's another point I didn't put in there. WNBA player Elizabeth Cambridge started on OnlyFans. Doesn't mean that she's on there sucking dick or throwing it back, but she has an OnlyFans now. She's about to get the bag. Shout out to her, man. Even if she is sucking dick or not. Uh, we had a segment where we condemned Charlton White for trying to become a red pill coach, even if it was for one moment, one video, speaking down on the black woman. At
You
least he
don't fuck
left the
with
black
something
man
like
out of it this time. He usually talks shit about black men. It's still his own people, but yeah. The cartel, tied up their own people during the investigation for who kidnapped and killed those black people that went to Mexico. We talked about Andrea hailing from Fountain, Colorado, getting a 13-year-old boy to have sex with her and getting pregnant. A big L, man, big L. Shout out major healing energy to that 13-year-old boy and that baby, above all, and the mother.
healing
Not the
for the
mother of the
child,
baby, the mother of
children
the
for
13.
the children in that moment. Healing for the children.
For the children in that moment, man. Both the parents were on some goofy shit. Uh, passport nigga stranded in the Dominican Republic, man. Big super L's, man. This is the week of the L's, man. We got these predominantly
Hold on,
Florida
how they used to do back in the day? L7,
L7s, man. Square.
L7, square ass nigga.
Got a good ass job. Well, nah. Apparently you don't. Uh, the children in Massachusetts in this university, I forgot which university it is, walking around overdosing off of a gallon of
That's that
vodka.
square shit. Hold on, I gotta say like sharp. That's that square shit.
You
Yeah,
sound like a square.
that's that square shit. I'm like, goddamn
Putting the
square.
meat and potatoes in this shit. You sound like a square.
Yeah.
And then we got TikTok limits the use of of time used by kids because of the first 100 creepy motherfuckers who went on TikTok and turned it into something that it's not. Yeah,
Kids
that's
ain't
pretty
have
much
shit,
it.
man.
Kids
Kids
ain't have
can't have
shit.
shit.
Hey man, they fucked it up for us first. They would have to be a TikTok if they would have just left YouTube alone and Instagram. Instagram, shout out to Instagram because Instagram made it very apparent that you cannot be on here without your parents' consent. So shout out to them. Shout out to Instagram. It might not be as safe as the other platforms, but it's Instagram and still Instagram. We still got Twitter. I don't fuck with Twitter. People get on there showing pussy, dicks, all kind of shit. And Elon Musk did not change that shit. So
Dude, the first thing I want to log on to something, I don't want to see no dick and no pussy.
nah,
That's what the hub is for. That's what the.
like
I
bro,
don't wanna, shit, I don't want to see that shit when I just trying to get on use social media. So I don't fuck with Twitter on that shit.
I'm trying to see what Kim Kardashian's got going on, and the first thing I see is a dick. I'm cool. I don't go on Twitter either, bro. I got the app just so I can read the articles from other social media websites, but I don't just
Shit.
stroll
I
Twitter.
don't, yeah, I don't even get on Twitter for that. I'm like, they actually, I want to Twitter. a creator to the account to look at this. No, fuck that post.
Like,
Fuck
you
that.
must log in to read the rest of this article. Fuck. Now I gotta Google it. Fuck it.
Fuck it. I'll just say fuck it. I let people. I know people at work gonna talk about it. So fuck it.
I know. I'm gonna ask somebody. Yeah, I saw it on Twitter. You don't got the Twitter? Nah, tell me about it.
You're right.
But what happened was, nah, and
Give me the short version. I don't want the long version. Give me the 13 characters.
screenshot me the article. Send that shit to me, man. Fuck all of that.
Screenshot me
God
the
damn.
screenshot me the little less than 25 characters of it, man.
Exactly. Hell no.
I don't
But
need.
yeah.
I don't need a full essay report about a fucking 25 characters, man. God damn.
But yeah, that's all we have for y'all, man. Another classic, man. Like it or not, episode 35. I'm the bang, you the bang, we the bang together, man. Life is in the breath. Breathe it
Hey,
in.
stay away from that square shit, though. Stay away from square shit.
Peace.